What's up, everybody? This is Clint with Never Done Industries. I had something kind of funny happen to me last night while I was trying to wet sand this hood. I'm getting it cut and polished right now. This is the hood for the father-son's truck build project. My kids are not here, but just to be a cool dad and do something that, you know, I knew that they weren't going to want to do, I went ahead and cut and polished the body and the hood. Or the body and the bed, and so now I'm doing the hood, which is here, and then the fenders are over there under that plastic, okay? Now the important part of the story, there's a couple of them. One, it's almost wintertime here in Idaho, and the shop that I'm in, my shop, is just a big metal building, okay? You see all the little holes, all those little light spots, those are holes, okay? And then if you look over here, the door doesn't seal up or anything, okay? Anyway, so I'm wet sanding along. What that is you have your sandpaper, you get it in some kind of soapy water, right? You spray regular water on it and you sand it wet. Well, anyway, last night I was sanding along, and while you're sanding, you can feel the grit as you're going along, okay? And I started with 1,000 grit, then 1,500, then 2,000 grit. And that's actually the surface it has on it right now is 2,000 grit. You see the really fine little scratches. And then we'll move on. I'll show you that here in a minute. But the funny story is that as I was sanding along, I could feel the grit, and then all of a sudden it would go, and it would just like slip really, really easy. And it felt weird, and I was trying to figure out what was going on. Well, what was happening is the water was freezing on the hood, and it was hilarious, right? Like I'm out here trying to freaking hurry up and be all stealthy, and I totally had to put the kibosh to it. Anyway, so we're on the next day, right? It's tomorrow now. And I'm trying to hurry up and bang this out before the temperature changes, because I don't want to carry this hood all the way over to the garage where I do have heat, because it's so heavy. This is back when they used to make cars out of steel, right? And so anyway, I figured I'd give you guys an update on this. Right now, like I say, it's in 2,000. It's been wet sanded with 2,000. A professional would probably go up to 5,000, but this is going to be a daily driven vehicle. It's not something that needs to be super crazy polished. This will definitely still be shiny and nice looking, okay? And I've done it all by hand too. I didn't use a DA or anything like that like a professional would use. I'm not a professional. Anyway, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to use this rubbing compound. I'm going to put a little bit on the pad, boop, 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 boop. And this is a fairly stiff pad. You can get these in kits from the stiff all the way down to the really soft pads. The stiffer ones are for cutting more aggressively, and then the softer ones are for less aggressive cutting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the rubbing compound. I like McGuire's products. I don't know if it really matters. That's just what I like. They're not sponsoring me or anything. So I'll start with that. I'll do the whole hood with that pad in little sections. So like I'll do this section here, and then I'll go down and I'll do this section here, and then I'll just cruise on around, right? And I'll do the whole hood with that. And then if I still have a little bit of orange peel, I'll go ahead and do it again with the rubbing compound. Then after that's done, then we're gonna move to polishing compound, which is has a little bit less abrasive in it, okay? It's like a lighter sandpaper kind of. And I'll use this pad. Now this pad is a lot softer, okay? It's not the softest one that you can get in the kits, but it's a lot softer, so it doesn't cut quite as aggressively, which is what we want. We're going from 1,000 grit aggressiveness all the way down to very unaggressive. And then once I finish doing the whole hood with that, then I'll use this cleaner wax, which is, it's a wax, but it also obviously has a cleaner, so it's also got like a little bit of an abrasive in it also. And so it'll kind of act as a final polish and protective wax. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is my plan for today. I hope that I don't run into any other goofy stuff like the stuff freezing on me. I did leave those polishes out in the garage last night, so I hope they're not too cold. I guess we'll kind of see, you know, how that goes, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's all shined up. So I got to get to work. Peace out. Okay, I just finished. I actually went over it twice on one half of the hood with the rubbing compound, the first polishing deal. Let me show you this. Ooh, can you tell which side's which? So I went over this twice so that you can see really well how shiny it is. This still has the 2000 grit. I just left that so you guys could see. But you can see not only is it shinier, but it's picking up the different colors and stuff in there. So while, look at that, that's cool. While I would love to finish this side entirely and then show you the difference, I don't have time to do that today. So I will show you what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and finish rubbing compound that side twice, and then I'll hit it with the polishing compound on this side and show you guys the difference between those two as we continue to increase our level of shiny. Okay, I just finished doing my rubbing compound on the whole hood. There it is. I did 2 passes on everything. It's very shiny. However, Houston, we have a problem. It's getting too cold. It's currently 26 degrees Fahrenheit out here, and the pads on the buffing machine are starting to freeze. And so I'm gonna try to hurry and bang through one pass on the polishing compound for you guys, because I want you to be able to see what I said I was gonna show you. So I gotta go fast, I gotta zoom. Okay, here we are. This side all the way up to that edge has been rubbing compounded twice and polished once. I don't know if you guys can actually see the difference. I can. So this side is shiny, but it's still got a little bit of a fog to it, right? Like you can kind of see the shop in it. But this side is much less foggy. And you can see, well, let's just look at that reflection. So you can see the shop there versus there, right? Like it's a little cloudier. So the temperature is continuing to drop. I've got to haul butt and get this done very quickly before it freezes all the way up on me. Very cold. So I'm gonna end this video and I'm gonna zoom super fast, get this baby done. So if you've got anything you'd like to say, drop it in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video. And if you'd like to stay up to date on all of our videos, including the father-son's truck build, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit the little bell, and it'll tell you when I come out with a new video. So I will keep you guys up to date on this. Thank you very much for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.
Supercharged, 12 inches of lift, large and in charge. Keep my cowboy hat tilted to the side. Country thug giving him a hell of a ride. Now you see me fly by, got the 44 spinning mud